Bonjour, I'm Erin. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm your independent Bon Cook consultant here to tell you more about what is Bon Cook. Maybe you've never heard about Bon Cook, but you've most likely heard about some of our related family products. I'd never heard about Bon Cook a few months ago, but I am so glad I have now. We are basically the American little sister of a larger French company started by a guy named Guy Demarle who wanted a better way to bake his baguettes. Decades later, we have our branch in America now, formerly known as Demarle at Home, and the name has been changed to Bon Cook just to make it easier for us Americans. Bon meaning good in French. We have our flexible baking system that brings flexible, professional grade bakeware to home cooks in America. It starts with our perforated baking sheet. This is our medium perforated baking sheet. All of our products are made in France. This is the lightweight aluminum baking sheet with lots of perforated holes. Think of this as the underwear of your baking system. But unlike your underwear, these holes are a good thing because they allow the air to come up through the pan and circulate evenly through your food for a nice, even bake. You won't be using this alone, you would be using something on top. So you might be wondering, well, what would go on top of this perforated baking sheet? Like your clothes would go. One option is one of our Bon mats. You may have heard of Silpats. That's our brother company, calls them Silpats. We call them Bon mats. They're the same exact product made by the same people. We just have the American markings and we have a white border instead of the orange. This is a non-stick cooking mat. Goes on your sheet. It's made of silicone and woven glass. So not only do you not have to use cooking sprays, parchment papers, tin foils, it also has that woven glass that conducts heat through your food for really nice even bakes. So you can use this as a cookie sheet. You can make biscuits, pizza, you can roast vegetables on it, very functional. And again, so much less waste. You're not using all those different non-stick papers. We have lots of wonderful trays as well, and I should go and say this makes a great lid before I go into our molds. We have wonderful molds that you can use on the baking sheet. One of my favorite is our FlexiPan FlexiFlat. I make bacon in this in the oven multiple times a week, and this is the first thing I fell in love with. Let me show you how easy it is to clean up your bacon grease. I made my bacon earlier today, cooked it at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. I've always baked my bacon. I used to use layers and layers of tin foil. Now I'm not having to buy the tin foil and I don't have to put that waste in the landfill. This is our FlexiPan FlexiFlat. I let it cool down for just a few minutes, then I pop it in the freezer, and now I clean my bacon grease up like this. And you can just throw this in the trash or save it later for cooking. This is basically your 9x13 pans. We have frames that you can get as part of a collection or buy them separately if you want to build up sides for lasagnas, cakes. We have half frames, so if you want to make half vegetarian, half meat, you can mix it up. So that's our FlexiPan FlexiFlat. We have our medium round mold, and round molds of lots of different sizes. This is my favorite thing in the kitchen right now. It's July in Minnesota. It's been really hot this year and I've learned how to cook in the microwave. Again, this is just silicone and woven glass, so it's not plastic. I don't have to worry about putting it in the microwave. I can cut potatoes, add nothing else, steam them for 10 minutes, and they come out perfect for potato salad, or I can mash them for mashed potatoes. Corn on the cob, put in here, adding nothing else. 2 minutes per ear. Frozen vegetables, fresh vegetables, you don't have to add water. What you do want is the octagonal Bon mat as your lid. This works great for lids in the microwave in general, or if you just want to heat up some nachos in the oven. Works great for that too. We have Bon mats and perforated baking sheets in a variety of sizes. Here's another mold. This is our sunflower mold. Makes beautiful cakes, but also you can just cook your chicken thighs, your fish in here. You can roast vegetables. I made a beautiful egg bacon here as well. We also have a variety of trays. We have basic trays. This is our straight muffin tray. We have muffin trays in a variety of sizes. Those are really functional. No muffin papers, everything just pops out greasing the wells. This is our Savarin tray. Has a similar functionality as a muffin tray. You can make cupcakes, you can make egg bakes. The nice thing about these is they have these little wells on top where you can put jam, tapenades, salsas, frosting in there. Super fun. Here's a cannelé tray. If you want to get fancy and make a French pastry. Otherwise, you can just make your normal cupcakes, muffins, in really fun shapes. One of our really fun trays is this waffle tray, because I would rather mix up my batter, put it in my tray, pop it in the oven and walk away than slave over a waffle iron all day. They're so messy, they're hot, it's a disaster, and it takes forever. This, you can just mix up the batter, pop it in the oven, great for feeding your children. And again, no spraying required. Those are our trays. We have a line, our Silform Silpan line for bread baking. If you're into bread baking, it's very similar, just a finer mesh so air can circulate even more for thicker doughs. We have wonderful kitchen accessories. This is my roll pad. This is a special mat to put on my counter to roll out my doughs so they're not sticking. I don't have to add so much extra flour, try to peel things up. Makes it so much easier. You can use this for crafting, you can use it for sugar work. It's super versatile. We've got rolling pins, spatulas, whisks, you name it, so many different things. I love our Eco Chop. It's like a food processor, but the perfect size, not too small, not too big. And we have this wonderful blade on the bottom that actually picks up the little pieces of things you're trying to chop, and they don't get stuck underneath the blades or stuck to the sides. Works really good for salsas, salad dressing, chopping your vegetables, for anything you're cooking. And last but not least, we've got our French pantry line of herbs, vinegar, amazing honey, salt. This is our lavender salt, one of my favorites. Our tomato tapenade. So many good products. So please check those out. If you're interested in these products at all, I would love, love, love to teach a cooking class with you and your friends. You can become a Bon entrepreneur like me as well, and I can talk you through. We have great starter packages for consultants starting as low as $75 in July. And also, you can just order. We have great collections where you can bundle some of these products together for some savings. If you're watching this video as part of a cooking class, any collection $150 or over ships for free. And if you spend $100 on anything, your next purchase after that $100 is 20% off. No coupon code needed for that. You have a great night, and I've taught you a little bit about Bon Cook. So bonjour. See you again soon, hopefully.